Hey guys, well, here we are. We're laying the final tracks on this Fremo build. These are just sitting in here. They're spiked in at the ends right now. We just pop these out. This is soldered in. We're also going to be dropping the wires for this. So what I decided to do is I'm going to solder in connectors on this end, and there's going to be drops here. I'm going to put a feed rail there, right here in this rail, and drop it down over here, and then there's going to be another one on this side over here, and then across these two over here I'm going to put those power drops from Modeltech. This is going to be soldered here. This side over here is not going to get soldered. This is just going to be, they're going to be on, obviously on rail joiners, but they're not going to be soldered. So I don't want any type of distortion in this. I'm probably going a little crazy with it, but I don't want this to change because you never know. Some of the events you go to could be crazy hot. Some could be cool. So just to keep that safe, that's what we're going to do. All right, guys. So, let's get started. Hey guys, so we're back. I soldered the two connectors onto here, and I lined up the holes in the mat, in the bench work to drilled them out. Those are ready to go. This side over here, I drilled these two holes out, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a set of connectors and we're going to solder on leads to them. We did this before on the other side. On these, we did those, so it's not really that new to look at, but we're going to do it anyway. A lot of this stuff is kind of repetitive, so I spent a little more time thinking about this the last time than just doing it. And there's going to be a power bar bus under here that's going to connect directly to the power bus. So they're all going to be in the same area. So it's not really too important if they're how long they are, because they're only going to be within that distance of each other. This track is going to get laid in, and it's going to be set to dry. It's going to dry in place and be done. And then we'll come back in here because I have to drill out. I have to move this, and I got to drill out these holes for the power drops for the. What I like to do is I like to cover up alright, so what I like to do is I like to cover up the holes and where the all the mechanism is there. So when I put on the silicone, it's pretty much protected. And then right before I put the track down, I pull the tape up, leaves a clean line, and I don't have to worry. All right, guys, so here we are, we're back at it. We're gonna start laying down this track. All right, we're going to put all the silicone up to here, down, pull these, and then start laying the track in. You guys have seen me do this before, so this is nothing new for you guys. So the only thing I'm doing is I'm putting some back on the bottom of these. Any of the excess I'm putting on here. Hey guys, so we're back. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I think I lost some of something at the end of the last scene of the video. So what we did was I went and got some weights. They're weights, and I put down the track. This crossover was crazy bowed up, but it's kind of like it's the way it was designed. It's kind of like. So I'm hoping this stays down. If not, I'm gonna float. If this doesn't work, this comes up, I'm gonna float in carpenter's glue underneath and weigh it back down. Nothing's coming up with that. So over here we got this track laid in. All right, nice and tight. All right, this good. These tracks, you can see where I taped off. Everything stayed pretty clear. We're good with that. So we got that going for us. Yeah. So now we gotta lay in this section over here. Now. There is a gap over here. I set gaps on these tracks at the end over here, and it's actually enough room to put a insulator in. So I'm going to check that, and if it is, I think I'm going to throw insulators in there. Maybe, I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to do. So if it's wide enough to put insulators in there, we're going to throw the insulators in because these tracks are going to be powered. This is going to be separate. This and this are set up. They're connected here. We're gonna tin these in 2 seconds to solder these together, and then that's done. A little flux in here. So a little bit of gap, but yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, guys. Just give me 1 minute, and I gotta go find my insulators. I thought I had them in here, but I'm not seeing them over here. I know where they are though. All right, be right back. All right, guys, we're back. I got these insulators. They match the Walters because apparently you don't use Walters with Walters and microengineering. They're not sure how many are in there. 24. If I remember correctly, this was like ridiculous, like $12 for this, something like that. So he's like 50 cents a piece. So I'm gonna see what happens here. And if these aren't too tight, then I'll go with these. And if I gotta file this down a little bit, I'll file it down a little bit. Now, you know something? It's pretty good. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yep. So I'm gonna put the insulators on these and go from there. All right, so what I need to do on these tracks besides these insulators is I also need to put in the, why am I drawing such a blank on what I need? I got to put in the power feeds. We're gonna get pushed into here. That's the side I want. There's still gonna be a little gap here. I'm fine with that. And let's solder this in here. Oh, those are done. My connections are good. Done. Perfect. All right, so all right, guys, so we got these soldered on. I made the 4 connections I needed, and I thought it was recording, but it wasn't. I drilled the 2 holes in there. All right, so I don't know if you see, even though that's a little raised up, not a problem, because give it a little nip. Perfectly perfect. So I'm going to do a little short video, I think, after this on how I'm going to mount the switches for the switches in the fascia of these. So it's they're going to be almost flush. They're going to stick out just a tad from the fascia. I can't get them. I mean, I could get them a little shallower than that, but I don't know if I want to go that extra to do it. It's a little, just not a tremendous amount of work, just a little more work than I think I want to do. All right, so these are going to get put in with the putty, the same, the silicone, just like all the rest of them. Nothing different there. And while they dry into place, I'm going to start working on the siding, getting the siding in place where it needs to be. There's my spikes. All right. Clean paper towel. Oh, all right, so what I have here is a small piece of styrene. Why? Because the somehow there's a dip in this track over here. So I need to Place this in here. Level this out. And, you know something? We have to figure that out later on. Even with that in there, and this piece spiked down, it's not right. So I don't need this little whoopty in here. I'll come in here and figure this out later. If I have to shim this plate up a little bit, we'll figure it out. It's just weird. It's a weird, there's like a little, something the way the wood settled in there. It just has a little, I don't know. It's even all the way around, except for there, it's a little, but, all right, so that's that. I'll hold that down. All right, so basically all that's left is this track right here. But what I need to do, I didn't mark it. So I don't know exactly where it goes. Huh. Good thing I looked. I had it way off. Way off. All right. That's better. All right. So what I need to do, I need to cut a line. I want a good amount over there where that track, where that piece comes in. And this is why. See? Look at that. I just come right in here and just mush this in. Now, pull off the other part. Alright, so this is in there. Now, just to keep this straight, because this is a long straight run, we're going to pin this a little. I put a couple pins in here. Alright, these pins are just to keep it straight. Alright guys, so track's done. It's laid in. It really wasn't that hard. Didn't really take me that long. There's gonna be you know, not much track laying you guys are really into watching, but so it's in here. We got laid in. We got the power drops for the frogs in. The power drops for this section of track is in, and the this track and this track are the track and the turnout is soldered together. They say that you can cut here across here and turn this into 4 different sections. We're not doing that. It's we don't need to do that, and we're not going to do that. We put insulators in here. This is down in here. The only thing I got to do, nope, those are pinned in. I just got to push the pins into this one and this one, and then we're done. Just going to dry up, and we'll move on. I think my next video, I think I'm going to build a building. I'm kind of done over here. I have 2 buildings that I need to get done. A grain silo for over here, which I'm hoping actually fits. It fit on the computer. I don't know. And then another building, a auto repair shop and gas station over there as a homage to my brother. So we're going to do that. And yeah. So we'll come back in a little bit. We'll take all this off, and you can see what it looks like all dried out. Okay. Hey, guys, welcome back. As you can see, it's all done. This was a 3-shirt job, apparently. I shot this ending already, and it lost the sound, so we're back. All right, so we got these switches in. All right. Nicey nice. Nicey nice. Yeah. I mean, they roll across there pretty good. So the next video, we're going to take the center section out, and we're going to put in the tortoise switches with these. They tell you got to take these spring clips out, which I forgot to do. And now we're going to have to figure out how to get them out. I think we just push them out and they'll be fine. So if not, we'll figure a whole new way of doing this without screwing up these switches. The center section stayed down pretty good, so we're good about that. We got the wires in here dropped across there. Everything's good. Like I said, we isolated this. I think that's just going to help with an expansion and contraction, if we have any. I don't know. It'll give me a little something, something right there. Yeah, that's good. All right. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. We got a lot of you guys watching, and you're just not subscribing. It's free, and it probably will get you something in the long run. Think about that. So, yeah, I'm going to keep flicking this switch back and forth. But, yeah, so I do appreciate it that you guys watch. The next videos are going to be the buildings. I'm going to lay out this building first. The repair shop that goes over there, the gas station repair shop that's going to go on that side over there. That'd become at a later date. Maybe right after this one, I don't know, but it's going to get done after this one gets done. And once that's done, these switches are in. We're gonna bring the two ends together, and we're gonna put in the power routing ground throws. So this track is gonna have power on it, but the frog's gonna get powered by the ground throws. So that's the plan, and we're gonna stick with it. Yeah, these frogs are gonna get powered by the tortoise switches. And there's going to be 4 dwarf signals. Sorry, it's a long weekend. 4 dwarf signals, and they're going to change colors. You know, if you're going across this way, this one and this one are going to be yellow. These 2 will be red. If everything's normal, everything will be green, and vice versa. So that's really it. Again, I appreciate you guys watching me. I really do enjoy it. I like the feedback. I like when you guys comment in there. I like talking with you guys. If you have any questions about what I did, why I did it, or why I do what I do, I don't know why I do what I do, but you can ask that question anyway. Yeah, leave in the comments. And hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.